Welcome back to Champion News Talk Radio, brought to you by championnews.net. This is Carol Parisi. Today, Jack Roser and myself are speaking with Bob Bednar, and we are speaking about this ordinary people.
They aren't ordinary. You're talking about Tea Party people, and they've become the giants of politics.
Well, you know what? No, we're ordinary people. I'm an ordinary person, but you know what we're doing? We're doing extraordinary things because we're Americans.
We got a great example here in Bob Bednar because you were really an active, good guy Republican, which there weren't too many of the good guy Republicans around, and the Tea Party people certainly turned against the Republican Party. The Democrats, they never talked about them. They were just beyond the pale. The Republicans are what the Tea Party picked on because the Republican Party wasn't living up, the party itself, to its own values, which the Republican platform is very good.
The Republican platform is awesome. The Republican platform respects people. It respects what government needs to do and nothing more than that. It expects government to be appropriate. It expects government to live within its means, like we do when we run our household at home. You know, if we ran our home the way some governments run, as far as all the
Illinois,
debt load and everything
big
else.
example of the worst.
Is a train wreck.
Illinois train wreck. I'm wondering if that's even a big enough word to describe the track that this thing's headed down.
Well, and you know what? We have to get new people in office with the political will and wherewithal to make policy and legislation that's going to be business friendly, or this thing is done.
You know, part of the Tea Party movement here, when people are getting involved in local races where they say, you know what, I've had it. I've been sitting here, I've been paying taxes.
Yep.
I have XXXXX that goes to the feds. I've got a 5-digit property tax bill. There's all the other taxes that come along too. The taxes on cars, the taxes on even food. You've got 2% tax.
Right.
You pay a tax on everything.
Everything.
Well, people are tired of the tax load, and they're saying,
taxed enough already. Taxed enough already. That's what T stands for. But you're saying that people are stepping up. Yeah, no, go ahead.
But the whole idea here of ordinary folks saying, I want to get more involved in the process. I don't like the process the way it's proceeding down the track. I'm going to jump in here. I'm going to run for my local alderman seat. I'm going to run for park board. I'm going to run for water commissioner. These may sound like, you know, mundane things that just kind of take care of themselves. They really don't. You know, all of these different positions do put out tax levies. They do go out and borrow money. And when people can control those things at the neighborhood level, guess what?
And don't give good services. Don't give you good value.
You have to have value for what you're paying in taxes today. And in so many places, we don't see that.
The Republican Party got to where it was sucking along in the draft of the bipartisan culture of sleaze, as, what's his name, John Cass, the one reporter at the Tribune that really covered this bunch of sleaze that's resulted in the conviction of Bob Shalander.
John Cass writes...
not Bob Shalander, but he didn't get convicted. He hasn't been even indicted. But his partner, Bill Cellini was finally convicted of all of the shenanigans that was done in the name of government serving the people.
And I don't think we've heard the end of that. There's going to be more coming out. It's going to be coming out.
There's 400 of them that Pat Fitzgerald have sent to jail. The latest being Bill Cellini. 400 of them. And he's not finished yet. There's still a lot of crooks to go.
It's 400 too many if you're a taxpayer.
Yeah.
When you elect somebody to office and they go out there and they do the public bidding, and even if they appoint people, in the case of somebody handling the state's investment money, you expect that job to be done right, and you want somebody accountable to make sure that that job's be done.
Not in Illinois. It's all up for grabs.
Well, that's part of the ordinary folks, because most of us in the Tea Party, this started under TARP. when we started hearing that there was businesses too big to fail,
big to fail.
and we're looking at them using $700 billion of our money. That's what started it. And then as we got up, people that are involved in our community and in our churches and our families, those of us who trusted the elected officials to do what was right, when we stood up and looked what was taking place at the national scene, we took a closer look at what was happening at the state level, and then we started looking at what was happening at the local level. And we saw corruption and waste and greed at every single level. Now that's why you've got so many of us, like you, Bob, that are running for a county office, running for local office, and really looking to take over because we trusted the people to do the right thing, and they failed us miserably.
I trust the new blood that's coming into the Republican Party and the Tea Party people that are joining us. I like everything that they're saying. They know the walk, they know the talk, they know what they want, and it's a question of us converting that into boots on the ground. That's what's going to do us very well in Lake County and in the other counties.
What did you just say? What was the secret, the key?
Boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground. What does that mean in 10 seconds?
That means our Tea Party people becoming committeemen and walking in their neighborhoods and saying, I like this candidate and here's why. He believes in this smaller government. He believes in controlling taxes and the spending. It's
actually the fuller brush of politics. Is that good old-fashioned sale, door-to-door sales.